Hello, no loyalists, and welcome back to the world of crypto with your host, Nontalos. Now, today is what I like to see. It's actually been like this for a couple of days. I actually never got a chance to upload a video in a while, only because there wasn't really any big news per se, except that everything is in the green, and everything looks almost where it should be. It's sitting at around 507 billion. Not quite as high as it used to be a couple of months back. Let's actually go into it. Let's zoom it in. So at the high point, it was reaching more to 710 billion, like in January time frame. So we're not quite where we are. It's kind of stabilizing around here on the 400 range. But once we reach, like, I feel once we reach and break this 500 and 600 billion mark, then we'll see some higher highs than we have. So that's what I'm looking for in the future. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at 10,800. I think it crossed 11,000 at one point. Let's actually check out the charts. I think it crossed 11,000. No, it hasn't. It hasn't yet. Which is fine. So that's another big barrier we have to break. Now that our low point is 5,000 all the way down to essentially, you know, once we break that 11,000, 12,000, you know, then we'll definitely see some higher highs. I'm most excited for the number 12,000. Once we break 12,000, then that's when I know that there's a lot more, I guess, faith in Bitcoin, and we'll see some a bigger bull market. But technically right now it's looking like a bull market right now, but it's still early to say. I personally think it's too early to say, so I would definitely hold off. You can definitely buy some now. I think it's definitely a good buying opportunity, but don't buy kind of like the strategy I had before with when it was during a bear market. Instead of buying like all your $1,000, for example, put like half of it, and then if it goes down the next day, you still have money to invest in back into it. You know, do like a percentage of how much you're willing to invest as it keeps growing and growing. So I think it's a good buying opportunity only because there's more faith in it, which means that there'll be some higher highs as we climb it. The one thing that's kind of interesting, if I highlight this, the last 24 hours shows, what is it, $8.2 billion added into Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. That's humongous. That's huge. So there's definitely a lot more faith in the Bitcoin. What's interesting about this, like one YouTuber talked about how essentially media drives the market, which it does, whether it's stocks, whether it's, you know, cryptocurrency, and media does definitely influence the stocks heavily. Whether the project is good or not, it's going to affect how people buy or sell stuff. So if there's negative stuff in the media, chances are it's going to be a bear run. If there's going to be a lot of positive news, then it's going to be more of a bull run. And there's been a lot of positive news recently in terms of cryptocurrency, and that's what's really driving the market, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, as they say it is. I'm most excited for Ethereum because Ethereum, I got really low. I got like 600 or 700. I forgot what the low point was of Ethereum. And of course, with the Ethereum mining that I'm doing with Hashflare, that's also going to be much more beneficial for Ethereum as it climbs higher. I'm hoping, obviously this is my hope, that it will reach 2,000 by the end of this year. But realistically, I might see this at 1,500. We'll see though. We'll see. There people are saying that Bitcoin is going to reach 20,000 plus. I see a lot of YouTubers putting in their, I guess, their title to spice up their channel, whatever the case is, that it's going to reach 20,000 and here's proof or something like that. Who knows? I might title mine like that too. But anyway, what is it called? Yeah. So a lot of people are speculating that it's going to reach 20,000 or more. By the end of this year, at least at the bare minimum. But we'll definitely see how as time goes. There's really not much more to talk about except looking at the charts here. But I do want to do a few things, kind of like as a checkup of my of everything that I have going on. I'm still doing the free Bitcoin website. I'm not doing as much of the rolls anymore because I don't get as obviously I'm only getting 380 satoshis, and I'm getting a lot more in the multiply BTC area. My last profit right here is 142,892 satoshis. Obviously, I bet a lot though, a much higher stake, and that's definitely not the best strategy for everyone, except if you're like a risk taker like myself. So obviously I lost a lot too. So if you, like I'm doing the double down strategy, where I first bet what was it, 650, and then if I don't get it, I'll bet it that, double it all the way down to the price that I won it at. And I was able to gain quite a few from just the multiple BTC. So the rolls don't really affect me too much. In fact, even the rewards don't really affect me too much. I just did this like a few days ago, or a few hours ago. It was like at like 120,000 reward points. So I just cashed it out for BTC. That's what I did. I just put the whatever amount you have here and cash it out for BTC. It's only 1 satoshi per point, but this is all free stuff that I get from doing the multiply BTC. So I'm just cashing it out for more BTC. So yeah, I don't do any more of the other stuff here. Obviously, if you have a lower amount or lower I guess risk tolerance, or whatever the word is exactly, then yeah, you definitely do the free BTC bonuses, and that we can get free bitcoins for essentially just doing a roll every hour. Or you could do like tickets to do the lottery stuff, or increase your reward points so you can buy even more rewards later on. So it's definitely up to you how you want to do that. But links to that will be in the description down below as well, of course. The lottery is right now sitting at a 1.1-ish for the first place. 21 more hours. I have about 38,000 tickets with a 0.1% chance of winning. Woo! Like for the lottery thing, like I really don't care if I win or lose. Obviously, I care if I win, but if I don't win, then whatever. But my theory is though, if hypothetically if I do win the lottery, obviously I'll be filming it, of course. But I'll probably take the 1 Bitcoin and just put it into my Bitcoin wallet and just leave it. Don't even touch it, because I don't foresee me selling any of my Bitcoins that I got here. The one thing that I might do though is the strategy that I'm kind of playing right now. Obviously, I'm withdrawing and putting into Hashflare. Hashflare right now is sitting at around 1.43 terahashes, but now that Bitcoin value is higher, even though I withdraw 35,000 satoshis, I'm only using, I think, 2,000 satoshis now, or no, sorry, 20,000 satoshis now. But you'll probably see that as I go on, and the remaining amount I put into my Jax portfolio, or my Jax or Exodus portfolio. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more Hashflare here for SHA-256 and increase this. Right now it's sitting at $1.49 a day, which is decent. With the year being 543. If you guys remember a few days ago, this is sitting at like 400, 300. So it's definitely growing, and I hope to get this to a full Bitcoin in itself, on top of everything else that I'm getting. So I'm just trying to diversify as much as I can, and that's why I always recommend for you guys is diversify. Don't rely on just one source. There's free Bitcoin, there's Hashflare, and eventually what I want to do too, I also want to diversify into a different mining source, like CCG mining, for example. But I want to earn enough capital where I can reinvest into CCG before I go ahead and invest in there. But I heard that CCG mining does have better returns than Hashflare does. But I'm going to keep Hashflare for now. There's been a lot of negative news in terms of not being profitable with Hashflare, but for me personally, I've been very profitable because of my free BTC strategy that I've been using. So anyway, let's go ahead and buy some more hash power here. SHA-256. I'm gonna buy 10 per seed, and look at that, 200. It's basically 20,262 satoshis. Before it was like 30,000. So the higher the price of Bitcoin, the lower this is going to be, and the more I can put back into, because I don't really plan to buy more than 10 or 20 gigahashes a day, if most 30 a day. What is it called? Yeah, on average about 10 gigahashes a day. So the rest of the money that I get from free BTC, I can just go back into my Exodus wallet. So let's proceed. Let's see. And obviously, I'm not going to be using the coupon code because it's only 20 cents less. It's not, to me, it's not really that big a deal. But for those that want to use the coupon code, I think it's still in effect until tomorrow. So keep that in mind. I'll probably have it annotated in the description for you guys as well. Select payment, pay with BTC. Confirm. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and censor that because if you guys remember, I'm not sure if I showed it or not or censored it, but it was showing at 0.0003 BTC. Now it's showing 0.0002 BTC. So, like I said before, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and store that in a different wallet. But I'll do that right now as we speak. Let me send, and then let me scan. Okay, I just love how fast this thing is. I'm gonna do custom and 1, and just to kind of show you what I'm doing, if possible. I'm not sure if I have to zoom in or not, but basically I'm doing that using 1 stat per byte, so that way I get the most out of my bitcoins. And because I really don't care how long it takes to get to Hashflare, I just want the most back. And right now it's only showing $3 cents US dollars, and the rest I'm just gonna go ahead and what is it called, transfer to my Exodus wallet. So let me send that, swipe across, and there it is, payment sent. And I'll just let that do its motion. You see the email already, it's showing that it's been sent. My Basecamp might be blocking, unfortunately. And now the rest of the money is showing up here. So I can go ahead and transfer the rest of this into my Exodus wallet. So let me send, and then I'm going to get my Exodus, copy that, close, and then right here, paste. And then I'm going to change that to BTC, send max amount, yes. Okay. And this is kind of what I was talking about with the fees. I'm just going to click on fees here, change it to custom, and change this to 1. Because like I said, I don't care how long it takes. Press OK, and I get the most out of my returns. And then click to send. And I already heard the transaction in my Exodus wallet. There it is. Now I'm sitting at $24. And I've been doing this essentially once, twice, 3 times a day. Of anything that I get left over from my anything left over that I get from my from sending into Hashflare. And I'm just gonna keep building this. This is basically my holding bay for my bitcoins. As well as Ethereum, because as soon as I withdraw from Hashflare, it goes into my Exodus wallet for my Ethereum mining as well. So, you know, obviously it's not showing much here, but it's going to keep growing as you reinvest from free BTC, and especially with the value of Bitcoin going up, that amount alone is going to go higher and higher as well. So, you know, you just have to be patient out there. Being that it's free Bitcoins, you know, you're not going to expect, you know, a high return similar to what lending platforms provide for you, because lending platforms give the high return, but it's also very high risk. But if you want to play a little more safely and using money that you don't even, essentially using free money that you get from the multiply BTC game or free BTC, the rolls that they do, then or even if you somehow get lucky and get the lottery, you know, you can just reinvest all that back into other platforms and other exchanges if you want to buy other altcoins, stuff like that. But yeah, just keep it simple, guys, and you know, rank in those bitcoins and those gains and those profits for 2018. So I see big things for 2018 for myself, as well as, you know, for Bitcoin. I definitely want to see more gains from Ethos right now, because I do have a higher stake in Ethos. Right now it's kind of hovering around $4, so it's trying to break that $5 mark. I think it was high as like $10 at one point, maybe $11 at one point. And I do see that going up again, especially when they release the universal wallet. It's pretty much the Coinbase killer, is what I'm calling it. But apart from that, you know, it's a good day. It's a great day to be alive. Everything in this video that I talked about will be in the description for you guys to check out, whether it be hash flare, whether it be free BTC. So definitely check those out if you guys are interested in you know, reinvesting into hash flare. Obviously you don't have to do anything that I do. It's what you want to do and how you want to spend your money. But like I said, you know, this is not really technically your money. You can deposit in free Bitcoin website, but you don't have to. You really don't have to. Might as well just get the free rolls. Try to multiply it as best you can without losing everything, because it is gambling. So that's the biggest risk here. It is gambling. So be careful how you gamble away your money. Think of it as roulette. You're betting red or black or odd or even. You know, that's basically what it is. And you have a 50. Well, it's not even really a 50% chance. It's 47.50% chance. You can increase your odds here to 94%, for example, but it is lower returns. Keep that in mind. So that's the only risk with that. And even if you bet 1 Satoshi, your profit is 0. So you might have to increase this to like 5 or something or more. Yeah, basically I think that's what 500 Satoshis. Yeah, that's basically 500 Satoshis to get 5 Satoshis back in return. So obviously the win rate is going to be a lot lower. So I try to keep this pretty even for the most part. So that way I get a much higher return. But anyway, enough rambling. Hope you guys like this video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel if you've already done so. Check out some of the annotations down below if you guys are interested in anything I talked about. And be safe out there. And if there's any questions, leave it down in the comments down below, and I'll go answer it in the next video. Love you guys. Stay awesome. Till next time. Stay out. Night. Laters.